So just about set now. And on the hill, Landon Knack. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
At the plate, Ketel Marte. That one at 95, missed up top, and we're underway. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Fought off foul. That one way outside, and the count is even 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
This is Corbin Carroll. That misses. Ball one. Knack, a 6'2 righty, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Fastball for a strike. Just missed. One out, base is empty. That one close, ruled the ball. And the count is 3-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Foul ball. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Diamondbacks down quickly, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in L.A., and today on the hill, Brandon Pfaadt. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Let's take a look at our lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Mookie Betts stands in now, looks at that one inside. Left field, Gurriel has it sized up, and it's caught for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Freddie Freeman now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And there's a ball.
1-1.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first. Will Smith to the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective. Dodgers returned away their first time around. Inning number 2 from L.A. coming up on the show. 0-0. All set for the start of the inning. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Knack back to work. Just missed.
Nope. That's inside.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with him.
Just missed. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Right side. Hernandez ranging after it. And makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
And now it's Josh Naylor. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. First pitch, and he just misses. ground ball left side, and he can't come up with it, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the second out.
Batting six, catcher Gabriel Moreno.
Next up for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. And that's ball 2. On the ground, right side, Edman tosses to first, and that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's Teoscar Hernandez. There's a strike. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Muncy to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Gurriel handles the chance.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. That one just misses.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The 1-2. That one missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. No score here in the second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You could see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And it remains 2-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. And now, number 13. That clips the zone. Strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And the righty deals. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's way high. The count now 2-2. And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the right fielder, Pavin Smith. Fastball for a strike. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. The next offering misses, and the count is 2-2. Top of the third, no score. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Strike him out.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a 1-out double for the first hit of the game.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One out, runner at second. Now it's the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, hitting better than .350 this month.
Smith leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
In the dirt, but kept close. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Sit him down.
High fly ball down the left field line. Conforto pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering is foul back.
Sit him down.
Ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one ripped to left. Gurriel handles the chance. 1 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder Hassan Kim.
And next for L.A., Hesung Kim. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Slow roller up the middle. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Gets it there in time, though. And even with his speed, they get the out.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet bare hand play like that? That was amazing.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And next is the designated hitter, Miguel Rojas. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Up the middle. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Here's Mookie now. Fly to left his first time. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is.
Oh, look at this. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, and now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. Carroll, in his third season, 24 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Here's 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Oh, 2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Caught looking his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1. That misses off the outside edge. Fourth inning underway, no score. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's downstairs. And it's 2-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And that's downstairs and outside. Ripped on a line. Kim makes the grab, and that's the inning. And the Diamondbacks down in order, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Just missed. Checks swing called strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that just misses.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
That one outside, and the count's full. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Close one, doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Check swing called strike. And that is strike 2. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Hernandez, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. That pitch gets the inside corner. And the count even at 1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That one to first. Knocks it down. Now he gets it to the pitcher covering the bag. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here's Max Muncy. Golden opportunity right here. There's a strike.
Hey! 0-2 is the count.
The Dodgers threatening. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And here is Michael Conforto. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Two outs. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And fouled off. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here in L.A., top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Josh Naylor. Knack back to work. In there at the knees. That's strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. May warming up as well. And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. And that one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. That misses, and it's 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he chases that one with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's the center fielder. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Gary Simmons. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Landon Knack won't go any further tonight, and that's an excellent job from the reliever in the starting role today. Gave him some length, back with a new arm after this. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Shohei Ohtani.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now Pavin Smith doubled in his first AB. Tap foul at the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Little chopper rolls foul. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. The tag, and he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Hard hit left side. They get the force. Third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. And here it comes. Bunting for a hit. And a foul ball. The 0-1. And that is out of play. Next pitch way upstairs. Struck him out looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Digging in, Hesung Kim. That one at 95, missed up top, ball 1. The D-backs leading by a run, last half of inning number 5. And another ball. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Off the plate inside, 3-0. That clips the corner. And he takes a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. So the lineup flips over, and now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Miguel Rojas, 1 for 2.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Falk keeping an eye on him. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Kim leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch is outside. Swings through that one for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one lifted in the air center field. He's got it. That's out number 2. Now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Goes. Save! Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And a swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Towards first, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter Corbin Carroll.
Now the number 2 hitter, Corbin Carroll, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a foul ball. He swings and fouls one off. Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
No, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
2 down, nobody on. Just missed.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Misses inside, and that's ball 3. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. In for a strike, now 3-1. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Suarez, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
2 outs. On a line, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Josh Naylor.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and here's Freddie Freeman.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Thompson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. McGuff also throwing. Sliced hard but foul. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Just misses. Now 2 and 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
2-2 on the way. That one missing inside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. The batter now will be Will Smith. Right through there for a strike.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Brandon Pfaadt done for the night, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back. The left-hander on now, Jalen Beeks.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. In for a strike, 0-1. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. He's under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here comes Max Muncy.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First offering misses badly for ball 1. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That's ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Michael Conforto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Smith stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
2 on, 1 out. And up next for Los Angeles, Michael Conforto. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
That's ball 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Edman at the plate and takes high there. Fought off foul. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Next offering upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. Late swing, fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That one hit to right. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Dodgers with a run-scoring double, all even at 1 apiece. Back after this on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top of inning number 7. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. Action in the pen down there. Alex Vesia getting loose out there. Banda, the power lefty, up as well. And that skips in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And misses inside. That's a strike. That's in there. And now it's 3-2.
3-2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the center fielder.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Center field. Kim should have this one. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Pavin Smith.
Pavin Smith, the next to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Line drive, caught. Race to the bag, but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Geraldo Perdomo digs in now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And he swings through that one.
No ball, 3 strikes.
On the ground to short. Bats up with it. They take the force out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. One left for Arizona. Still tied 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Thompson on for his 20th appearance of the year. Hesung Kim getting ready to hit. He's been a great free agent sign. That one way inside.
That's a ball. 2-0.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Up the middle. On the run. Throw to first. In time. Got him.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. 1 for 3. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
one's upstairs, ball one. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Mookie digs in here. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground. And foul ball. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizes this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters.
Anthony.
Here's Ketel Marte.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. And there's one down.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Now here is Corbin Carroll. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. First offering, and it just misses.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
On the ground to third. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the 8th.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's Gurriel. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied 1-1. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Thompson back to work. And fouled off. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is down low, and the count is 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him swinging.
Now batting,
Here's the catcher, Will Smith. That one catches the zone. 0-1.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
One down, base is empty. Hard hit, right side. He takes it on his own, and that quickly 2 away.
now batting, right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 in this one. And that drops in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is inside ball 1.
Ball 2.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Tanner Scott.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Eugenio Suarez now at the plate.
Third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
And the first offering, a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
That one misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout. All over that one right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. Smoked into left field. Base hit. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Always always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That one almost got him. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Here's a 2-2. This one high in the air to left center. Kim. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Pavin Smith.
Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. First pitch misses. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just
on the ground, right side. Tosses to first. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. 2 left on. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Scott McGuff. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 30.
Muncy digs in.
well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
A little bit high, and it's 1-0. Movement in the bullpen. Shelby Miller preparing to come on if needed. Two balls, no strikes to count.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Right through there for a strike. Out towards right center field. Marte makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. In there for strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one fouled off. He goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Trying to send this to extra innings. Ripped, but it curls foul. In the air out to center. Grichuk on the run. Snags it on the run. And the inning is over. We're back and a new arm on the mound as we start extras. Alex Vesia.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Leading off for Arizona, shortstop Geraldo Perdomo.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Dribbled up the third baseline. Throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Substitution now at second base. On to pinch run, Jordan Lawler. Ketel Marte will hit next. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. And it drops in. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Pitch out, but no action. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of the 10th. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the...
And that's a fair ball. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
First and second, 1 out. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Climb the ladder with that fastball, and it's 0-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That just misses. Now 1-2.
ball, 2 strikes,
Activity in the
Miguel.
bullpen for the Dodgers. Dustin May looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78 getting loose as well. Breaking ball misses down and away. Marte, the lead runner out at second. Carroll over at first with 1 away. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. Just missed. Lifted in the air down the left side. It's going to fall for a hit. The throw in, but it's offline. And they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for the base hit.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Alex Vesia departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Dustin May.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the batter now, Josh Naylor. In the air, left field. Conforto makes the grab, and that'll do it. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Dodgers 1. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Shelby Miller.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Alec Thomas now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Hesung Kim. And he lays down a bunt. Marte whips it to first on the run. On target. He got him. Nice play.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out, and way to go.
Next is the Dodger DH, Miguel Rojas.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
And that's in there at the knees.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Into center. Grichuk makes a nice running catch.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. Miller is just one strike away. Line drive, that's a base hit. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and now they trail by one.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
And that one's a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes.
No strike.
Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. And a base hit on the line. And they hold the lead runner at second. Potential tying run now in scoring position.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Will Smith, the next to hit, down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the top. Swing and a ball popped up. Naylor. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks strand the go-ahead run to hold on for the win.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.